First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this lesson number 2, we are going to solve 3 questions, and all the 3 questions is a basic question in the topic compound interest. So for the beginners, this video will be helpful. Why? Because you should know how to find the compound interest by using a traditional method, then how to apply the given values in the formula, right? Basics, everything is important. So first question, we are going to learn how to find the compound interest. Question number 2, we are going to learn how to find the number of years, and question number 3, how to find the rate of interest. So let me move on to all the 3 basic questions. So here is question number 1. So what will be the compound interest for the sum of rupees 8,000 after 3 years at the rate of 5% per annum? So friends, look at the question carefully. What are all the data they have given and what is our target to find? Our target to find what will be the compound interest. So we need to find the compound interest, right? And the values are for the sum of rupees 8,000. What is the meaning of sum of rupees 8,000? So 8,000 will be the principal. So principal is given, which is rupees 8,000. Okay. And the second data, where after 3 years, so our target to find what is the compound interest after 3 years. So time duration is given, which is 3 years. Okay, and the rate of interest is also given, which is 5% per annum. So totally 3 data is given, principal is given, time duration is given, rate of interest is also given. So our target to find what is the compound interest. Right? So friends, first of all, let we do one thing. It's a basic question. We can solve a question by a traditional method. Then we can move on to the formula method also, right? So let me find how to find the compound interest by using a traditional method. So friends, principal is given. Our target to find 3 years compound interest, total compound interest, and the rate of interest is 5% per annum. So first year, let me find what is the compound interest for first year. Listen carefully. The given principal is 8,000 and the rate of interest is 5%. So this 5% can be written as 5 divided by 100. In order to remove the percentage, 5 by 100 into principal. So principal will be 8,000. This equals to 0, 0, 0, 0. So 80 into 4 will be 400. Right? So finally, for the first year, the comp is 400. Right? So friends, listen carefully. In order to find the second year compound interest, what you need to do is you need to add the previous year interest with the principal. Got it? So previous year compound interest is 400 and the principal is 8,000. So 8,000 plus 400 will be 8,400. For the second year, you need to find 5% for 8,400. Got the logic, friends? So you need to cancel 0, 0. Similarly, you need to cancel 0, 0. So 5 4s are 20. So remainder will be 2. 8 5 is a 40. 40 plus 2 will be 42. So finally, for the second year, the compound interest is 420. So let me find what is the compound interest for the third year. So listen carefully. For the third year, what you need to do is you need to concentrate on the previous year, because you should not concentrate on the first year. You should concentrate on the previous year. So previous year is second year, where the second year compound interest is 420. Add the 420 with the principal, that is 8,400. So when you add 8,400 plus 420, resultant will be again 5% into 8,400. 420 will be 8820. So you need to calculate what is 5% of this number. So let me do one thing. We cancel 0, 0 here. So 1 5 is a 5, 5 2s are 20. So when you cancel this, 4 4 1. So 4 4 1. So finally, for the first year, the compound interest is 400. For the second year, compound interest is 420. For the third year, the compound interest is 441. So our target to find what is the total compound interest for all the 3 years. So add all 400, 420 plus 441. The resultant will be 1261. So finally, the compound interest is equal to 1261. So 1261 will be the compound interest for 3 years. Friends, got the logic? If they ask what is the total amount, so what is the meaning of total amount? So inside the total amount, we have principal plus compound interest, right? So interest plus principal will be the total amount. We already know principal is 8,000. And finally, for 3 years, we found the compound interest to 1261. So 9261. So 9261 will be the total amount received after 3 years. If they ask only compound interest, then compound interest will be 1261. So friends, in this method, we have learned how to find the compound interest by using a traditional method. If they ask 4 years, then what you need to do is you need to add 441 with 8,820 and find 5% for the next year. Got it? So this is the traditional method how we used to find the compound interest. So let me move on to the formula method also. So everyone knows the formula, right? There are only two formulas, that is major formula. One is how to find the compound interest and second is how to find the total amount. So let me apply any one formula. So I am going to apply the formula, that is A is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n. So this is the formula for finding the total amount. So friends, all the values are directly given on the question itself, right? Because principal is given. So substitute principal here, which is 8,000. So 1 plus R. So rate of interest is given, which is 5%. So 5 divided by 100 and power n. So n will be number of years. Here number of years will be 3. So this can be written as 8,000. So listen here friends, 1 plus 5 by 100. So 100 into 1 will be 100. So 100 plus 5 will be 105. So 105 divided by 100 power cube. So finally this can be written as 8,000. So 105 divided by 100 cube. So let me write this 3 times. So 105 divided by 100 into 105 divided by 100. Similarly 105 divided by 100. So we can cancel 3 0, 1 2 3. Similarly we can cancel 1 2 3 and we can cancel this on 2 table. So when you cancel this on 2 table, this becomes 5. When you cancel this on 2 table, this becomes 4. Again we can cancel this on 4 table. So when you cancel this on 4 table, this becomes 25. So 1 5s are 5, 21. Cancel this on 5 table, 5. 21, cancel this on 5 table, 21. So finally we got 21 into 21 into 21. So this becomes 21 cube, right? You know the value of 21 cube. If you are practicing for a competitive exam, so try to buy at up to 25 or 30 cube, that will be helpful. So 21 cube will be 9261. So friends, listen carefully. So finally, after applying all the values in the given formula, we got the total amount, because A determines the total amount. So we got the total amount, which is 9261. 9261 will be the total amount that will be received after 3 years. But our target to find only the compound interest. Look at the question carefully. So what will be the compound interest? We have found the total amount, but the question is only to find the compound interest. So this total amount will have principal and also interest, and we know the principal will be 8,000. So when you subtract 8,000 here from the obtained answer, we got 1261 will be the compound interest. So compound interest will be 1261 and the total amount will be 9261. So friends, this is the way we need to apply the values in the formula and we need to find the answer. So finally, for the first question, we have solved a question by using a traditional method and also by a formula method. So both the methods are important. So friends, my advice is while practicing, try to solve each and every question by a formula method and also by a traditional method. Why? Because once you practice both the method, in your exam it is easy. Whenever the difficult question is asked, you can easily solve a question either in a traditional or otherwise in a formula method. So let me move on to question number 2. Question number 2. The compound interest on rupees 30,000 at 7% per annum for a certain time is 4,347. Then the time is. So friends, understand the question properly. The compound interest on rupees 30,000. So we can say that principal is given, which is rupees 30,000. So for this 30,000, where the compound interest is calculated, that is rupees 4,347 at the rate of interest, which is 7% per annum. But we don't know at what time duration they have calculated the compound interest. So we need to find the time duration, which is n, number of years. For these types of question, we can apply a shortcut also. There is a shortcut method. So if you use the shortcut, you can directly find what is the number of years. But in this lesson number 2, let me learn the basics, right? How to apply the values in a formula. In future videos like lesson number 7 or lesson number 8, let me learn the shortcut for these questions. First of all, we can solve this question by a basic formula method. So friends, our target to find the time duration, where the principal is given and also the compound interest is given. So let me apply the compound interest formula. You know the compound interest formula is P into 1 plus R by 100 power n minus P. So this is the formula for compound interest. So let me write this as P common and this becomes minus 1. So both are same, right? And we can substitute all the values, where the compound interest is given, which is 4,347. We know the principal is 30,000. Okay. and 1 plus r by 100, where the rate of interest is 7, that is 7 by 100. Our target to find the number of years. So let me take n is equals to x. So minus 1. Next step is, let me do one thing. We can bring this 30,000 towards left hand side. So when you bring this 30,000 towards left hand side, it goes to the denominator, right? So this can be written as 4347 divided by 30,000 is equals to, the remaining will be 1 plus 7 by 100. So power x minus 1. And next step is, we can cancel this on 3 table, or otherwise let me do one thing. We can bring this minus 1 towards left hand side. So when you bring this minus 1 towards left hand side, it becomes plus 1, right? So finally this can be written as 4347, so divided by 30,000 plus 1 is equals to 1 plus 7 by 100 power n. So friends, got it. So first step what I did is, I bring this 30,000 towards left hand side. It goes to the denominator. Step number 2, in the right hand side we got minus 1. So bring this minus 1 towards left hand side, it becomes plus 1. Now this can be written as 30,000 into 1 will be 30,000. So 30,000 plus 4,347 will be 34,347. So this can be written as, I can write here. So 34,347 divided by 30,000 is equals to, so 1 plus 7 by 100 can be 107 divided by 100 the whole power n. So friends, important step, listen carefully. What I did is, 30,000 into 1 will be 30,000. So 30,000 plus 4,347 will be 34,347, and the denominator will be 30,000 is equals to, so 1 into 100 will be 100. So 100 plus 7 will be 107 by 100. So 107 divided by 100 power n. I think we can cancel this on 3 table. So when you cancel this on 3 table, this becomes 1 0 0 0 0. So when you cancel this on 3 table, 1 3s are 3, 1 3s are 3. Remainder will be 1. So 4 3s are 12. So again remainder will be 1. So 14. Again 4 3s are 12. Remainder will be 2. So 9 3s are 27. So 1 1 4 4 9. So friends, listen here. 1 0 0 0 0, which is 10,000. 10,000 can be written as 100 square. So this step can be written as 107 divided by 100 square. Friends, got it? Because 107 square will be 11449. So 100 square will be 10,000. So this is equals to 107 divided by 100 power n. So we can cancel 107 by 100, 107 by 100. The remaining will be n is equal to 2. So finally we got the value, that is n is equal to 2, which is time duration is 2 years. Friends, got the logic? So finally we have applied the values in the given formula and we found the answer. The time duration is 2 years. So friends, for the beginners, by seeing a formula you have lot of confusions and how to solve it. So once you practice more number of questions, it seems to be easy, right? So friends, first step is, we have applied all the given values in the compound interest formula, and then we bring this 30,000 towards left hand side, so it goes to the denominator. Step number 2, we bring this minus 1 towards left hand side so that it becomes plus 1, and we have taken LCM as 30,000. So 30,000 plus 4,347 will be 34,347. So divided by 30,000, and we have cancelled it on 3 table, where the denominator becomes 10,000. So 10,000 can be written as 100 square. Similarly, the numerator 11449 can be written as 107 square. So 107 divided by 100 the whole square is equal to 107 divided by 100 power n. So finally we can say that the value of n, that is 2, which is time duration, we got 2 years. The last third question. At what percent annual compound interest rate if a sum of rupees 1000 amounts to 27,000 in 3 years? So friends, listen the question carefully. At what percent annual compound interest rate? So our target to find the rate of interest, and the principal is given, which is 1000, and its amounts to, what is the meaning of amounts to? So the total amount will be 27,000. Time duration is also given 3 years. So friends, what all the data they have given is, principal is given, which is 1000, This amount amounts to, the meaning of amounts to is total amount. So the total amount A is given, which is 27,000, and the time duration is also given 3 years. So our target to find what will be the rate of interest. So friends, in the question number 1 we have seen how to find the compound interest by a traditional and a formula method. So question number 2 we have learned how to find the time duration, and in this last third question we are going to learn how to find the rate of interest. So friends, let me solve this question by a formula method. We can see the shortcut in the future videos, right? So the formula is, you know the formula, A is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n. So this is the formula that we use to find the total amount. Here the value of A is given, which is 27,000, and the principal is given, which is 1,000. So 1 plus, so we need to find the rate of interest, right? So we keep R as it is. So R divided by 100 and power n. So n will be 3 years. So finally we can cancel 3 0. Similarly we can cancel 3 0. So this can be written as 27 is equal to 1 plus R by 100 power cube. So friends, 27 will be 3 cube, right? So this 27 can be written as 3 cube. So 3 cube is equal to 1 plus R by 100 power 3. So while taking cube root we can cancel 3 and 3. So power 3 we can cancel it. So finally the remaining steps are, here it is 3. So 3 is equals to 1 plus R by 100. So 3 minus 1 will be 2. So 2 is equal to R by 100. So finally R is equals to 200%. So friends, finally we got an answer for the last question by using a formula method where R is equals to 200. That is, a rate of interest will be 200%. So friends, finally in this lesson number 2 we have solved only 3 questions, and all the 3 questions are basic questions, right? So don't forget to watch all my remaining lessons like lesson number 4, half yearly, quarterly, then population increase and population decrease. So once you gradually watch all the questions, then definitely you will understand the concept what is called as compound interest and how to solve a toughest question. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you really like it, share this video to your friends so that your friends can also learn this. Bye.